gonna be a big man someday. Mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over. Singing, we will rock you.
Hey ManCave, this is Bob from DaBob's N-Scale ManCave, and I'm in Nashville, Tennessee at the Sheraton Music City Hotel and Convention Center. I'm here with Microtrain's very own Micro Mouse. We're at the N-Scale Enthusiast Convention held here in Nashville for, well, we haven't done this since 2019 in Chicago. So there's a lot to make up for. 2 years of no N-Scale convention. What's up with that? Anyway, we're going to take a look at some layouts, the train show they're going to have. There's a banquet. There's all sorts of giveaways. There's raffles. There's reduced pricing on a lot of collector kind of things. There's even an auction. There's even clinics. So if you missed out on this one, I'm going to show you what we had to offer. There was even tours. I went on a train ride on Tuesday, and there's even a riverboat and a few other things that people are doing today. So tomorrow, this show opens for the public, and I'll show you what I found. Come on, Micro Mouse, let's go see. Under this module of a Fremo layout, you can see a lot of things going on here, switch machines and DCC and the feeders and the bus lines and everything else that goes with this particular module to make it work. You know, you got all sorts of stuff. You could have signals, you could have reverse loops, all sorts of different things are under this. And it's only just usually a couple tracks, but a lot of stuff is goes into this, just like this. Just 2 tracks and some switches, and there you go. On this module you have a reverse loop that's coming together, and there's a lot of scenery on this one. 2 halves of it go together, and everything's got to line up perfectly, otherwise the trains derail. And you got to get the right rail height, you got to get everything lined up so everything works. This is going to be awesome to run on later. And you got the N-rail guys setting up as well, and you got to clean the track. Always got to clean the track. And the T-track people are setting theirs up as well, getting everything lined up where they want it, and it's looking pretty neat. And you have the N-Scale Enthusiast website is selling a bunch of their stuff here at the registration event, picking up t-shirts, buying raffle tickets for all the things that are being raffled, and then the welcome reception. You find out information that's going on for the week, special announcements. They talk a few things about whatever and ever, and they feed you after that with some dessert, some chocolate cake and pie and all sorts of stuff, coffee. And this is a model contest. Everybody's going to be voting for their favorite models in each of the categories, and great event. And in this one you can pre-look at the auction items that are going to be up for auction later on after this. And here we go.
This is the graffiti cards that we do every year from the board. There are no more than 16, right? Yeah, 16 cards altogether. Sorry? There's 16. Yeah, 16 numbered cards. There's a couple of authors' proofs that go away. And one of the authors' proofs I actually gave to the inspiration for this card. I don't know how many of you remember The Love and Spoonful. Did a song called Hot Town Summer in the City and a whole bunch of other songs. One of the songs that they did was called Nashville Cats. And I gave one of these to John Sebastian, the writer of Nashville Cats. I want to read you what he wrote back about the car. Doc, he calls me Doc, I don't know why. At one point my nickname at Capitol Records was Dr. Noise, so whatever. He goes, Doc, thanks for the stupendous gift. Well, we think it's amazing that something I wrote in a bus in the back of an envelope in 1966 would still be inspiring people in 2022. Thanks for the cool train car, I will cherish it. Now, if you could just have made the dang song a hit. Best John Sebastian. So So this car is, it carries a tremendous number of cats, as the cat people will understand. There's everything from Iggy, which is Crazy Cat's buddy, all the way through the latest cats, which is Hello Kitty. So it's got Tony the Tiger, Top Cat, I forgot who else I put in there, Felix, Snagglepuss, Snaggletooth, the Cheshire Cat, and one of my favorite, Fritz the Cat on the end, who is not X-rated for this particular presentation. So these cars go to the general fund of the NSE because, as you may know or not know, that conventions are not cheap to put on, and we need the wiggle room. So if you like the car, bid happy and bid generously. Thank you very much. It goes back to you.
All right. Thank you, George. Minimum bid on this. You need to add anything else? Okay. Minimum bid. 0. So we're going to start 100. All right, do I hear 110? Well, let's go to 125. 125 here?
180.
180 over here. 200 here. Do I hear 225? 225. 225. 225. 225. Do I hear 250? 250 in the back.
300 back here.
Oh my gosh. How many? All right, I'm sorry. Where were we? 300 there. 325. Anybody? 325. 325. Here. 325 there. Yeah. 350 over here. 350 over here. 350 over here. 350 over here. 400. 400 back in the back. 425. Do I hear 425 from anyone? We're at 400. 425. 425 right here. Do I have 450? 450. 450. We got 425. 450 in the back. Do I hear 475? 475. We got 450. 450. 475. Anyone? 475. I'm going with it here. Going once, going twice for 450. Number is 081. Thank you.
Okay, we're about to open up the Swap-A-Rama here at 9 o'clock on Friday, and everybody's still setting up, getting ready for the crowds to show up in about 45 minutes. And one of the things that people will come over here to see is the Railsmith and a lot of the new models that he has coming out. Anything here says new tooling. This is going to be something new. It's not the thing that everybody wants to find out about, though, but they want to find out about the concept car that'll be announced at 9 o'clock this morning. So you got some new sleepers, and you got some Western Series sleepers here. Get that light out of the way there. And you have an SP's blunt end observation car. All new tooling. Also have the Empire Builder, Great Northern, new tooling car right there. And another one for Northern Pacific. Get the light out of the way. It's kind of hard to see with all this plastic on there. And then we also have a North Coast Limited coming out. Come on, focus. There we go. A lot of nice things coming out from Railsmith, from Lowell Smith. And we have a lot of these other passenger car sets here as well. Special editions. And we have a few remaining things you can purchase here today. These should be gone in about a matter of seconds, if I'm correct. Unless I get to them first. Who knows? National Park Series. All those things. Check out nationalparktrains.com as well. You can probably scan this QR code and find out more information about that as well. Of course, the Swap-O-Rama has a lot of different things here today. A lot of little tiny N scale. Looks like some HO scale bridges and buildings. A lot of laser cut products here for your layout. Even the bigger stuff, if you're into doing some of those. RS laser kits. And there's their sign right here from Lockwood, Missouri. You get HOS, NZ, and TT scales, scratch-built buildings, custom laser work. A lot of other booths here. Retailers. We got Spring Creek, obviously, they're here. More scale kits as well. General store. Here's some prices if you want to purchase them, if you contact them. Oh, I really like this. A lot of stuff going on right there. Okay, we are at the Scale Trains booth here at the N-Scale Convention, and they have more big blows coming out. If you really like the big blows, I do too. You've got the standard turbines, and you've got some water tenders as well for excursion sets with or without flags. You even have some water and fuel tenders in the silver and black editions. I know that you start out. And also N-Scale big blow turbines. You can sign up and win stuff like hats and t-shirts. You have the whole series? What is new is the EMD SD40-2s from Scale Trains. And you got some production pieces here, some samples. You can see what all the pieces they have to put it all together. And you're going to have CSX, Union Pacific, Burlington Northern, I believe, maybe a couple others. Check their website for which road numbers they will have. You can pre-order them right now. The prices would be roughly around $249, $250 for sound and DCC, or $150 without. Those should be coming out next year, probably about a year from now, next June, depending on how production goes. You can also get some Gunderson hoppers and Dash 9s in HO and N-Scale. Also coming out is these coil cars. They're still working on some of the loads and stuff to get everything right before they ship them out. So you can pick those up as well. You can also get some auto racks. And here's a discount card there. Use that code for purchases. And also have some carbon blacks. And you got the tier 4s. So the big news here is Fox Valley has joined up and teamed up with Scale Trains to provide you with some locomotives and some coal hoppers and various other products. So they did a press release. You probably saw that on Facebook and a few other places, but you can go out to scaletrains.com and read all about it. Or you can see about it right here as well. They'll be coming out with a lot of new things, HO and N-Scale.
Okay, here we go. Look about the middle. You can stay away from the trains. You're too powerful to be close to the trains.
Don't hit the trains.
Ready? Go. You didn't cover the sides. That was the problem.
I said not a tickle map.
Oh, not a tickle match. I see. Okay, let's try it again then. Ready?
He's doing.
T-Rex. Short arm. We're T-Rex fighting. What T-Rex fight?
Oh, we're here at the Fox Valley booth. They haven't been around at the train shows for a while, and they are finally here this year, selling some wares. You can get these deals at the train show only. As far as at least I think this is all you can do at the train show is get these here, these prices. And you can get all sorts of rolling stock and locomotives and pieces and parts as well. Showcase miniatures. New for this year. Looks like you got a fire truck and a couple semi-trucks and some other building stuff along with towers. And you also have some buildings as well. A new addition. And 10% off if you're here at the show. All these little miniature kind of things to put on your layout. Got a lot of vehicles, and buildings, and structures. It's like radio towers. All sorts of stuff. Even signals as well. More buildings. Some showcase miniatures. Okay, Motrack model, structures, parts, and supplies. We got little paint holders and supply storage areas for all sorts of different things. Put your paint brushes and your paints and all sorts of things in here. All made out of little the cardboard, you know, like the fascia material. You can get storage racks. This is how much they cost. Styrene, all sorts of organizers for your modeling table.
So we have, there's a total of 50 cars produced, 50, and which is typical. There's 30 cars today, and that's all that are available today, are 30 cars. So in this day of issues with our wonderful friends at Microtrends, this year something completely different. Not to make excuses, but I've waited 2 years for undecorated boxcars not to get them. So what you're going to get today is a concept / convention car is something completely different. Not to expect it all the time, but of course they're always special. So I present to you this year's car. I'm listening for the drum roll. Is that? I don't hear the drum roll. Okay. Louisville and Nashville, the Nashville Sound. Okay, this is a sleeper on the Railsmith because I could, and because I couldn't get a microtrain. So in all of the years that I've done concept cars, this is the first time it's ever not been on a microtrains car, just because we always have used microtrains cars. For the most part, there is one exception. In fact, the exception was last year, but life is full of exceptions, right? I'm really glad that you all made it. I'm glad you're all here. I know you're going to love this car, and I appreciate it. It's got a special insert, of course, very special insert, and that is, well, for you to enjoy. So thank you very much, and also take a look at all the amazing things. We've got brand new cars, new tooling showing, new cars that are decorated samples of the blue stickers up here. And not that you care, but you might. I did bring 3 of the Green Frog passenger train videos. I used them as spacers in the film. So shall we get started? And Barb is just got home, so she's not with us. So this is the first convention Barb's ever missed. Andy, thank you for being front in line. Yeah, but for a good reason. Family is a good reason, right? Yes, it is. We should be playing games.
I picked up this mural car from Lowell Smith. This is the last one that is available in the National Park Series. It's the first thing I've actually bought from Lowell Smith. It's got some really good stuff. It's all handmade and really like it. Here at the Microtrans booth again. 50 years of N scales coming out. These are coming soon. And there's family trees coming out. Oh, another series. I might have to do that one. And we have the Pullman standard cars, covered hoppers, 2-bay covered hoppers. And of course, this quarter's Micro Mouse. Pick that up. Micro News. Some June releases. I picked that up before I got here. And some of these other ones. We have the Wicked Night Flyer Halloween train set coming out in September, October, or September. And 710 mil gondola. Lemonade.
Good. How's Frank? He's doing good. He's doing good. Yep. Frank Hangstead's doing good. On my 31st year of bowling with him, so he's still bowling at 87. Still got a 190 average, too.
Big boy. At N Possible, they took Microtrain's true-scale couplers and modified the mounting to make sure there was no slinky effect and make them actually work prototypically. As you can see, there's no slink to this when you move them back and forth, and they operate just perfectly. As you can see here, it's just a true-scale coupler with a different kind of mount that they put on there, and they're looking for a manufacturer to make some of these. Looks good. And of course, you have a clinic. This one is a Wi-Fi and how to use your DCC on your phone. Great stuff, great stuff.
This year is no exception, and that is what we call the Banquet gift card. So I have the distinct pleasure to announce it to you all. So give me just a second. So I have in front of me the copy that is on the insert of the Banquet gift card, which will be handed out in just a moment. And this year, the 2022 Convention Banquet gift card is we're recognizing that iconic frontiersman, Davy Crockett. Born in Tennessee, Davy Crockett was an American folk hero, frontiersman, soldier, and politician. He's commonly referred to in popular culture by the epithet, King of the Wild Frontier. So, our car is decorated with Davy as a congressman, the location of his birth, acknowledgement of his death at the Alamo, and of course the image of his trusted flintlock long rifle, Old Betsy. This gift card is to say thank you to all of you who have attended this year's convention banquet on June 18th, 2022. 28 conventions to date. So, the reason I have my Davy Crockett hat on is as the cars are handed out, I understand we have a table captain. I think that's how we do it each year. They'll come and bring a brick of cars to the table. We have 3 cars that are labeled with a red tag. If you have a red tag on your car box, please come up to the stage here.
Well, the banquet is over, and a lot of people won a lot of stuff. Some people won multiple things, some multiple grand prizes. I don't know, they spent a lot of money on tickets. But all in all, we all had fun, and we all pretty much came away with something. See you next time. There you go, ManCavians. That's been the N-Scale convention here in Nashville, Tennessee for 2022. A lot of things were going on. We had the week start off with a train ride at TVRM, the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum down in Chattanooga. Awesome trip. I highly recommend visiting and taking the train ride. Also, we went and did layout tours, and there was the General Jackson Steamboat dinner. I didn't attend those. I was doing some other things, getting more content for you guys, but there was a lot of things going on. Had layouts being set up, layouts being run. We had a swap meet. We had clinics. We had all sorts of different things. We had room sales. We had a banquet last night. We had giveaways, raffle tickets. There was a model contest. All sorts of things were going on at the convention. Really great. The last thing today is the manufacturer's breakfast. I haven't attended one of these before, but you have some breakfast in the hotel and you hear from the manufacturers on what is coming ahead in the next year for N-Scale. And you might get a little tidbit on where they're planning on making something new and something for you to look forward to. So, I'm not dressed like my normal self, but it's breakfast and I gotta hit the road and head home. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing down below. Also ring that bell as well to get notified of future videos like this one. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you liked. Tell me, did you attend the train show? And did you attend the convention? Did you attend anything? Let me know what you did. I'd like to hear it. And also, give me a thumbs up. And as always, ManCavians, happy model railroading. You stay off those tracks. Bye.